Hi again, everybody. Mike Costa with you here on GoAztecs.com. Welcome to another edition of Aztecs Now Online. Coming up a little later in the show, we will touch bases with men's sophomore golfer J.J. Spahn as he and the Aztecs men's team get ready for the Mountain West Conference Tournament. But first, she was the 11th overall pick in the most recent WNBA draft. Janae Morris, now a member of the Indiana Fever. Before she left for Indiana, our Chris Ello caught up with Janae and got her thoughts on becoming a professional basketball player.
Chris Ello, standing in a place that I probably should already be, but I'm not yet, and a place where Janae Morris will be one day, the San Diego State Hall of Fame here, and we celebrate the career of Janae Morris, who is now leaving us and moving on to the WNBA, to the Indiana Fever. First of all, since you've been drafted, nothing's gone on in your life at all. Did you think it was going to be this crazy the last few weeks since your name was announced?
Not really. I did not expect everything to move so quickly. I mean, since I've been back, I've had to finish school, move out of my apartment, and, turning in a month's worth of work in a week has been ridiculous, and having to move out everything in my apartment. I haven't slept in 3 days, so I'm excited to get there just so I'll be able to play basketball.
Yeah, go back to just playing some basketball. And I think the key thing you said there was finishing up school. I mean, people don't realize not just a great athlete, but you're going to have your degree, and after you take apart the WNBA for a few years, you're going to come back to San Diego and take over the promotions and marketing market here in town? Is that what you're up to?
Definitely. Coming into college, that was my number one goal, was to get a degree. Actually making it to the WNBA was not even in my head at that time. My mom always told me she wanted me to get my degree, and that was my number one priority. So now I have it, and now I can move on to basketball and eventually go get my master's in advertising.
I imagine your goals, they've totally changed. Like you just said, I mean, when you got here, you were transferred from Cal, and you have to sit for a year because you transfer. Then you start playing as a sophomore, and this team's about 500, a little over 500. And then, your second year, or your junior year, you guys get to the NCAA tournament. When did you first start thinking that maybe actually playing basketball as a professional was even a possibility for you? When did it first dawn on you that, I might be good enough that they might be interested in me at the next level? Because I know you didn't come in thinking that. That's why I asked.
Personally, it was probably when I got the call that said I was going to the draft. I mean, the whole season, a lot of people have been saying stuff, and Coach Burns would tell me, you might just be able to play basketball after college, and I'm the type of person that unless I see it, I don't believe it, and I'm just keep working hard until it actually comes true. So it's probably when I got that phone call, and even still, I didn't believe it. It was when I landed there and got there that I started crying and realizing, my dreams had come true.
Yeah, it was amazing. And then draft day, how was the experience sitting there in the arena and watching and not really knowing where you'd be picked? Were you pleasantly surprised when they announced you as a first-round pick, number 11 overall? Were you kind of stunned, excited, relieved, all of the above?
To be honest, it happened so quickly, and I wasn't expecting to go that early. I don't even remember walking up and getting my jersey. I mean, the whole time I was looking around for other picks and congratulating them because I figured I'd go in the second round or late second round or even third round. So the fact that I went that early was amazing, and I'm happy for Coach Burns and my family and the SDSU program, but I don't even remember half of the stuff that happened that day.
Well, I tell you, man, I thought what you said when you went up after you were drafted was that you did it for San Diego State. You did it for all the fans in San Diego, and that's pretty impressive. I mean, a lot of kids are like, okay, my college is over, thank you very much, now I'm moving on. Even though you're going to be playing in Indiana, we're not going to be able to get rid of you that easily, right?
Definitely, and I'll be back. And like I said, I'm really excited for this program and to see where it's going to go. They work so hard, and we've worked hard to get to where we are. I know Quinice and I and Kimberly Spinardi, we wanted to leave this program on the rise and build the foundation for where it can go in the future, and I'm just really excited to see them go.
How awesome was it to be San Diego State wearing a jersey, running around, and it was Sweet 16? I've been to school, went to school, a couple of years before you did, of course, and established my Hall of Fame credentials, which they still haven't recognized. But San Diego State playing Duke in a Sweet 16 game, the result wasn't what you wanted, and you weren't at 100% because I think you guys could have won that game. But just the whole feeling of being there and what you guys accomplished, I look back on it, it really was something that nobody thought was going to happen except for you guys.
Yeah, going into the season, that was one of our goals, was to make it to the Sweet 16, and we had some rocky points in the season, but we fought hard, hung together, and proved everybody wrong. The president didn't even pick us to win the first game, so the fact that we made it to the Sweet 16 was amazing, and, it was a great way to end the career.
Well, Janae Morris has been one of our real spectacular athletes here at San Diego State. Me, I was lucky enough to get to call her games for the last 3 years. And Janae, I know you're going to be great in the WNBA. I talked to your coach already. I said, Coach, you may have seen her on film and you may have met her a couple times, but you're getting an outstanding kid. And I know you're going to work hard and represent the school and yourself great. We wish you nothing but the best. And actually now I have to tune in and watch Indiana Fever games this summer. But I am going to do it, baby, okay? Good luck.
Thank you very much. It's been a blast.
Congratulations to Janae, and obviously everybody here on Montezuma Mesa wishes her the best of luck. Coming up next, he recently won the individual title at the Thunderbird Invite, and he is only a sophomore. An interview with J.J. Spahn that you won't want to miss as Aztecs Now Online continues after this.
Aztec fans, GoAztecs.com is your official source for San Diego State athletics. You can get scores, stats, purchase tickets for Aztec sporting events, even tune into live webcasts, all for free. Go to the multimedia section for press conferences, game highlights, and exclusive interviews you won't see anywhere else. Check it all out on GoAztecs.com.
Welcome back to Aztecs Now Online. With the Mountain West Conference tournament quickly approaching in the golf world, the men's golf team here at San Diego State University is ready, having played one of the toughest schedules in recent history. Our new correspondent, Heather Vandevanter, recently caught up with sophomore J.J. Spahn and found out from him what it is about this team this year that has them thinking they can win it all.
Hey everybody, I'm Heather Vandevanter, and today I'm joined with sophomore men's golf player J.J. Spahn. Hi JJ, how are you?
Not bad, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. To start things off, what are some of the things that first got you into the sport of golf?
Well, I was introduced at a very young age by my dad. I've had a history of a lot of my grandfathers and even grandmothers playing golf, so it's kind of like a family history thing where everyone just passed it down, so that's pretty much how I got started.
Very cool. Golf is a sport here, as you know, that's harder to follow because obviously there's no course on campus. So bring us through a weekly regimen as far as training goes for you.
Well, we have practice from 2 to 4 practically every day. We go out to Sequan, which is about 20 minutes east, have a good little wedge practice, which is where we practice from 100 yards and in, and then do a little bit of putting afterwards. And then we might have qualifying too after, which is probably Wednesdays and Thursdays, to get ready for the first tournament or the next tournament coming up.
Very cool. You and your team have done very well so far. Has it gone as expected for you?
Yeah, it has. We're a really deep team. We have a lot of potential, and it's finally starting to show, so we're doing good.
And you recently won the Thunderbird Invite in Arizona. Congratulations, your first collegiate title. So I heard it came down to the very end, the last hole. Tell us about that.
Well, yeah, the last hole was hole 9. I was tied for the lead, I guess, and I missed the green, and then I chipped in actually and won the playoff. So it was really nice.
That's so exciting. Congratulations again. And talking to your coach, Ryan Donovan, he's had great things to say about you, and you're obviously very highly recruited coming into college. So why is it that you chose SDSU?
Well, first off, the coaches are really great. I knew they would definitely get my game to that next level. The weather, of course, is another thing that, puts a cherry on top.
Always.
And just being in San Diego, it's just a great place, and I'm only about an hour and a half from home, so it's perfect and convenient for me.
Great. Your team recently placed second, actually, in the U.S. Intercollegiate tournament, and you beat out number 2 Stanford, 3 Washington, number 4 UCLA. How does it feel to do well individually, but also as a unit and as a team?
It's very satisfying to have us all come together and click at the right time, and for us to put a couple of good rounds together and beat all those good teams is really satisfying, and we're happy to be doing that right now.
And the Mountain West Conference Championship is coming up pretty soon, and this is all in preparation for that. What is it that you and the team want to do in order to get that title?
Well, we came close last year, and I think if we just stick to our game plan of being disciplined and playing the course and just eliminating a lot of our mistakes, we'll definitely have another chance at getting that conference title this year.
And then NCAA regionals are being hosted at Carlton Oaks, which of course you're familiar with. How is it going to be to play on a local course? I feel like that's a great advantage.
Oh yeah, it's a huge advantage. we definitely have some leeway going on our side. So I think if we just stay patient out there, it's a tough course. We stay patient and stick to our game plan. I'm pretty sure that we'll be okay and we'll be off to nationals next week.
Great. You have 2 more seasons left. You're still young. How do you see your future? I feel like there's a great path ahead.
Yeah, hopefully if I can just continue playing the same way, it'll just all, pan out perfectly for me, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Well, thank you so much, JJ. Best of luck to you. Best of luck to your team. For Aztecs Now Online, I'm Heather Vandy Banner.
Well, that will just about do it for this webisode. A quick reminder, the baseball team has a series coming up this weekend with Wagner. Men's tennis hosts UNLV Saturday at noon, and as always, plenty of information about these 2 events right here at GoAztecs.com. For Heather Vandevanter, our own Chris Zello, and our executive producer Dave Barry, I'm Mike Costa. Thanks for watching another edition of Aztecs Now Online right here on GoAztecs.com.